Damon McMurdo, and I'm coming to you live from Timberview Middle School, Summer School Day 2. What we're going to do is we're going to compare numbers in order from greatest to least. These numbers have decimals in them. You're all going to get a place value chart that looks like this. Now let's say you're taking a test and you can't take this place value chart. You can always write it, because I know the test has graph paper on it, so you could go to the back before you started the test and you could write that down. Now it's important to know when comparing decimals that you line up the decimal points. So we're going to look here and we have a decimal point right in this column. Lists all the place values behind the decimal point. We have the tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. In front goes ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite these on this chart, lining up the decimal points. So we have 3 and 4/10. We have 3 and 216 thousandths. We have 3 and 9/10. We have 3 and 247 thousandths. But we also just have 3. Does the number 3 have a decimal point? Anybody, does number 3 have a decimal point?
No.
Yes, it does. If you don't see it, where is it?
It's at the end.
It's at the back. Every number has a decimal point. If you don't see it, it's behind it. So I can rewrite this and put my decimal point there. Now, when comparing numbers with decimals, we want them to all have the same place values. They want to all go out to the same number of place values. In 5th grade, you're not going to have to go past the thousandths. Now, I can put as many numbers behind here, many zeros behind here as I want to, and it doesn't change the value. Just like $5, $5, and $5. Those zeros don't change the value. They got to be at the back behind the decimal point. So if I add what I like to call the magic zeros to the back, now these all go out to the thousandth place. Ends in THS. Now we look at what our directions say, greatest to least. They all have a 3 in the ones place. So now we're going to look behind the decimal point. Once I'm going behind the decimal point, I just have to look at it like a regular number. So I have 400, 216, 900, 247, and 0. Since we're going from greatest to least, which of these is the biggest number behind the decimal point? 900. Very good. So if I'm going to write these, this is going to be 3 and 9/10, because I want to write the same thing that was given in our list. 3 and 9/10. Now I'm done with that. But if you look, and you look over here, and you don't take your time, and you don't show your work, and you don't use your place values, and you don't add the magic zeros, you're going to think this is smaller than 216. Okay? That's why we add the magic zeros. That's why we use the place value chart. Now we have left 400, 216, 247, and 0. So what's the next one? 247. Is that bigger than 216 and 400?
No, 400.
Good. So our answer, our next number, is 3 and 4/10. Okay? So we're done with that one. Now we have 216, 247, and 0. 247. So that's 3 and 247 thousandths. Okay, we're done with that one. We have 216, we have 0. So that's 3 and 216 thousandths, and just 3. Important. Remember to pay attention to what order you have to put them in, greatest to least. Remember when you write them down, line up the decimal points. Remember, every number has a decimal point. If it's not seen, it's behind the number. Thank you for watching this video.